Alright, so first off, man, Hottub Jonny, Teal Cheese interview, first video interview of all time.
Oh yeah.
The great Hottub Jonny. We're gonna get right into questions, bro. Where did the name come from, man?
The name came from my family gave it to me. I made an email address named Hottub Jonny.
Was that like your screen name?
AOL, yeah.
Yeah, when you had AIM?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Before that, it was like for like family to email them.
Okay, so that was just, it became a family nickname. I got you. Now, where did you grow up? Because I know that you mentioned, obviously, you weren't born in Florida.
Yeah, I was born in New York, but for the most part, I lived on the east coast of Florida, like Palm Beach area.
Okay, and you grew up there your whole life. You came to Florida when?
Pretty early, when I was like 7.
Okay. And then when you came to Fort Myers, when specifically?
When I was 19.
Okay, so just very recent, like in the last couple of years. And then when you got here, were you already making music? Was that already?
Yeah, I'd been making music for a while, and then I took a little break around the time I came here, but I was still working on stuff.
So all the stuff like TMI, that was before you moved here, or right about that time?
TMI was within the last a little bit over a year, so that was like
right about when you
I was here.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Now, your first, I guess, introduction to music, as far as influence-wise, like what your parents listened to, or I don't know. Do you have any siblings or no?
Yeah, I have 2 brothers actually.
Oh, you have 2 brothers, older or younger?
Older.
Older. Okay, all right. And so, growing up, did you have them playing a lot of stuff around you? Did you have any?
Pretty much. That's where I got like most of my music influences from.
Okay, like
we
what?
actually played music together. I played drums.
Oh, so you were physically playing at a young age? Oh, okay.
Yeah, super young.
When did you start playing drums?
Probably when I was like 5. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't play for a while though, but it's something I did like when I was super young. I was actually talking about that today. I'm trying to play a drum set.
yeah. I'm trying to think. I know there's one we can get to in Naples, so we'll talk about that later.
For sure.
But yeah. We have a whole studio set up out there. Okay, so 5, you're playing drums at 5, but like, what are they listening to around you? Like, what's the musical influence around you?
Like Blink-182, Green Day, Newfound Glory.
Okay.
Armor for Sleep.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
All right, so all the pop punk, everything.
Weird stuff to be listening to as like an 8-year-old, you know.
I guess, yeah, because when all that came out, I guess I was a little older, probably 13, 14, 15-ish. When all that was popular, so yeah, I guess that is
still Warped Tour stuff.
Right. So were you going to Warped Tour that young?
No, I never went till I was like, I think like 14 or 15. Like I wasn't old enough to drive, but I was like, I was pretty old. Like,
you were a teenager. Yeah, it was old enough to be going to a concert.
Right. Yeah.
So do you remember that first Warped Tour? Like who you saw play?
Yeah, it was actually the first year was the best year. Like I went like 2 years after that, but like the first year was the year. Like I had in the notes like written everyone I wanted to see, and I pretty much got to see everyone I wanted to see.
Yeah, just stage hopping.
Yeah, I saw like MGK. I fucking met MGK.
Oh, that was that year. Yeah, okay, I remember that year. Yeah.
G-Eazy. It's like funny. Like the biggest artists now were on Warped Tour. Like,
yeah.
Small ass
and they were doing the side stage with the rapper. Yeah.
Exactly.
Go figure, right?
Mod Sun was there. Like, but band wise, like Taking Back Sunday.
Okay.
Pierce the Veil.
Yes. Yeah, I think Bayside that same year maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I do remember that year. That's dope.
Good year.
Okay, now as far as like your biggest influences, because I know when I listen to specifically Give Me Love or Give Me Death, I hear brand new influence. I don't know if that's just the feel of it or what, you know, you tell me, what's your biggest influence as far as band-wise? Because I know you...
Band-wise? Yeah. Brand New, I love Brand New, but say, like, The Starting Line, you ever heard of them? That's like one of my biggest influences.
It's one of my favorite bands.
Musically. I love them.
Okay.
They're slept on for sure.
Yeah.
That's probably The Starting Line.
Okay.
Blink-182, obviously. Just like those.
Like you said, Green
Day.
Day.
But I'm a huge Blink fan. Like,
okay.
I love
That's
like
the number one.
Shit. Yeah, pretty much.
Have you seen them play live?
Yeah, once.
Okay, good.
On the reunion tour.
That's
like the neighborhoods.
With I saw them on Fall Out Boy.
Oh yeah. Actually, not the reunion tour, but the reunion album tour.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as you got to see them once, it's all
for sure. Yeah.
Now, other than pop punk, is there anything else musically that you like listen to on a daily basis, or that you feel like you're influenced by?
Of course, I like I got really into hip hop, obviously.
Yeah.
You know.
So in that realm,
I could talk about a bunch of artists.
Go for it. We got time.
I like a lot. Mac Miller, of course.
Okay. All right.
R.I.P. One of my favorites. I've saw him live many times.
That was a shame.
Used to travel to see him.
Yeah. How many times did you see him?
Like three times at
That's
least.
awesome.
Yeah, Macadelic tour.
I'm upset I never got to see him. I didn't think,
he was really good.
I thought I'd have time.
Right, yeah,
I thought I'd go see him, this year.
Of course, yeah.
Rest in peace to Mac Miller. What else?
Cousin Stiz.
Okay.
Cousin Stiz.
All right.
Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
So many. Wiz Khalifa, obviously. That's
Okay.
a major one.
Now, what about, I was going to get to it later, we'll just talk about it now. This new, I guess you call it a new wave, right? Like, whatever this new wave of hip-hop is emo, rap, whatever you want to, especially, SoundCloud rap, people call it a lot of things. Out of all of that, is there any of it that grabs your attention, or is it all just kind of secondary to you?
Yeah, there's definitely, I think a lot of it sounds similar, and it's pretty generic.
It's oversaturated.
But yeah, but there's some good stuff, like the full band stuff that people are doing,
Yeah.
like solo artists doing like full band sounding stuff. Just experimental stuff too, like more like electronic, like high pitched stuff. That's what I'm trying to get into as well.
Okay, now you want to get into making electronic music too?
For sure,
Eventually,
yeah,
That's
definitely.
Okay.
I want to do that for sure.
I knew you
Drop
produced,
some
but I
shit.
didn't know you had any interest in going that route too. So you just want to experiment with everything.
Pretty much, yeah. Next, I want to do like the post-hardcore stuff I was
Yeah.
talking about.
Right.
And the noise stuff's cool. I really like a lot of the noise artists around here. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a
Yeah,
lot.
there's a lot.
Now, I can't remember if we even talked about it, but there was a show that we had tried to do with Kid Quest, and the PA didn't work, and he had to go do a show on top of his car. Were you there that night? I cannot remember.
I don't think so.
I think that might have been before you moved here.
That was like back in 2013.
Yeah.
Okay, it was too early. All right.
2014.
You were there, weren't you?
No, I was in.
No?
It might have been 2013, 2014.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah, that
long. It
must have
feels
been
like
a
forever. I was just curious for my own reference. I couldn't remember if you were there or not. All right. So other than your friends around you, Dead Link Click, right? I know that's obviously probably your favorite stuff to listen to because that's your friends and you're helping make a lot of it. You're around it. Other than them, your favorite newer hip hop right now, like the number one to you, your go-to when you go to listen to anything hip hop. What is it?
Nowadays.
Yes.
Curb Lagoop.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm drawing a blank, but.
That's good enough. Yeah. No. Fair
Curb
enough.
Lagoop,
Yeah.
of course. Gotta listen to the Lil Peep classics, of course.
Okay. Now that you bring that up, I hear a ton of Peep influence, especially in Jonny Quest. When I go back and listen to it a second time, like I did earlier, I just kept thinking to myself, "Damn, this sounds like you listen to a lot of Lil Peep before you."
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, just in the way of.
Yeah, John and I both.
Direct
or
influence,
Quest
you know.
and I both. Yeah, like 100%.
So that wasn't a coincidence. Okay.
Yeah, we're
That's
definitely
dope.
on the same page. Like we're huge Peep fans. Like,
Yeah. Well, I know you were for a while too. It wasn't like you jumped on the bandwagon. Like you obviously liked his music. You were influenced by him early on. I can tell underweight, overused, all those songs. It's very much the same realm.
Yeah.
Now that being said, what in your head? What genre do you even make? You know what I mean? Because I feel like calling you a rapper doesn't do you justice. Because you actually do sing. You actually do other things.
I'd call it alternative. For a while
Fair
I
enough.
called it SoundCloud. Like.
Right. Because you didn't know what else to label.
Right. Yeah.
At a certain point, people want you to label something and you just don't even know what to call it. Like, I don't know what this is. Now, okay. My probably favorite song and the one that I made you play, the One Night Schnauzer, and then Sarah Marshall, those two songs in particular. Are those two songs about the same person?
Yeah, pretty much.
The hesitation. Yeah. Now, is that whole record, that whole "Give Me Love or Give Me Death," is that pretty much about the same person?
Yeah, I pretty much made all those tracks like within a month or two.
Oh, wow.
Like if anything, one of them was like a little later. But
Okay, so it was a really quick.
fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
I met with Ranger the Cave. We like
Right.
linked up. We did like a couple songs or one song that got released as like a single, and then everything else I saved
Okay.
and put on that project.
All right. Yeah, I was just curious if it was all the same person that all the subject
it's
matter
same
was.
time,
Yeah.
same time frame,
Yeah.
and quick little project.
I got you. Now, Hollywood Johnny, is that going to get anywhere else other than SoundCloud ever? Are you hoping to get it on all the streaming, or do you want to leave it as kind of a
Yeah, I
you know what I
thought
mean,
about
as a
I thought
SoundCloud
about it at first, and yeah, I think next I'm really gonna try to focus on Spotify like more soon, like trying to get actual like numbers. And
that's
get
where I
playlists.
listen to your shit every day is on
So
Spotify.
yeah, appreciate that.
So I'm just saying, I feel like you
I
could
think I'm
definitely
gonna drop single next, but
Okay.
I'll always think about putting it up. I even dropped another tape after that, like on a little side tape that I didn't put on anything. I haven't put anything on Spotify since like August or
Yeah,
so. Like,
since
it's been a little bit.
since Jonny Quest, I think, is the last.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jonny Quest.
I'm pretty sure it was the last thing.
That was the last thing put up.
See, and I never even think to go to SoundCloud because I just go to Spotify automatically.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So I'm definitely that's something I got to focus on more, of course.
I got you. Now, how was that process creating Jonny Quest? Obviously, you and Kid Quest have gotten pretty close.
Absolutely.
Making that, I'm assuming y'all made it in very close quarters, probably made it together. It wasn't a situation where you're sending songs back and forth.
Well, the first song that I sent him to, which was actually the Ranger the Cave one on that, I had sent it to him before I ever met him, like in person before. So we had that one, like started.
Okay.
And then I met him and we did another track, and I was like, we got to do a tape. Like we just worked all summer, just doing stuff together or sending it to him, so he's sending it to me, and then.
Now, I know you mentioned it earlier. How did you meet him to begin with?
So I met just a few other artists around here, like Starry Carson, Shigo, Warlock, and Deadlink, and then I met
It all
Quest
came full
through-
circle.
yeah,
Right.
same-
Okay. Fair enough.
I met everyone real quick.
In quick succession.
Yeah.
Right. Now, the beats for that Jonny Quest project, was it all one producer? Who did the
No,
beats?
it's all different production for
Okay, that's
every
what I
track.
thought.
If I'm right,
Yeah.
we wanted to get just a bunch of
It's like
fire-
it's
a
like
bunch
7
of our
different
friends
people.
are on it.
Right.
Horsehead has a production.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you got him on there. That's
Yeah,
dope.
it's
How did that come to be? You just found a horsehead beat you like?
John
that's it?
John had one. He had
Okay.
he had a couple or something from I think like even maybe like a year prior.
Well, yeah, that's how it goes. You let them sit
Yeah,
until you
yeah.
find the right use for them. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, we were talking about it a little bit earlier, the idea of paying to play shows or buying followers, buying plays, that is definitely prevalent right now. And it makes it hard for someone like you or I that doesn't do
Right.
that to prosper. And like, I don't know, I'm just curious in your head, like what your thoughts are on that, or is there a way that you think that we can all avoid that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely anything that's not real or beneficial to you should just not be.
Yeah, anything not organic.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna pay to open up, like, I mean, if it's beneficial to you, like, is it the right crowd? Like, is it a good investment?
Right.
Then maybe, but the followers and buying plays, it's all just leading yourself down a hole that you're not gonna be able to.
And I was gonna ask, do you
out.
think that in doing that they kind of sabotage themselves in the end?
Exactly. Yeah. Kind of messes up other people's stuff.
Well, and then you have no core fan base, I think,
Right.
in my head, you know, and I feel like someone like you is building people that really genuinely like your craft and like your art, and, you know, however many number that is, they're fully invested in what you're doing, and it's not that you can look better on the internet. To me, that's more important, because that's how you actually succeed and have a long-term career. Because how old are you? You're pretty young.
21.
21, yeah, that's crazy. And, I mean, how many shows have you played now? Because you played your first one pretty recently, right?
Yeah, like 9-10 months ago,
Right.
and I've played probably 6-7 shows.
Yeah, I mean, you're already going at it. All right. Oh, I think the last thing I have here, the video for Big Palmas.
Yeah.
How did that come about? What was the process of that, man?
It was an idea we had for a while, just to like, just get some nice shots, like with a fire. Had some trouble getting a nice fire going, but
Yeah, where are you gonna set a fire? Right,
yeah,
exactly.
it's safety precautions. But so yeah, we just had the idea of just getting some big palmas in the backyard. With
Right, pretty clear.
some big palmas burning, you know.
Are there plans for any more videos, or have you filmed
Yeah.
more? Or?
I don't have any going now. I wanted to take a break from them just because I released like 4 in a row in a matter of 3 months.
I don't
or
even
so.
think I realized that.
Yeah,
See?
a lot of them were
Okay.
Twitter videos that I just didn't put on
I
anything
gotcha.
else, or they're just like they were just snuck in real quick.
Okay, so you do a lot of platform-specific material, even.
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
things go to
Some
certain
videos
places.
would be like, okay, this is just a video I should put on Twitter with the
Okay.
SoundCloud links. People
So,
can retweet it and they'll just
I
get
mean,
views on Twitter.
All right, you gotta follow Hottub Johnny on everything if you want to know what the fuck he's doing, because he's elusive. He's got different
At
things
Hottub
going on
Johnny.
different platforms, killing it. All right, now what's next, man? I mean, I know you're working on something. You got it.
I got many singles unreleased, just waiting.
They're done.
There's a lot of stuff
Right.
that's been done for like a year that's just hasn't been dropped yet. A lot of stuff that I've made in the last 6 months, last 3 months. So
Okay.
I'm getting ready to drop soon for
Okay.
sure.
All right. So by the time this interview goes live, it's safe to say there will be a new Hottub Johnny single.
Oh, yeah.
We'll time it that way. We'll make
That
sure that's
is-
the case.
That is
Awesome.
facts.
I don't know, man. Anything else you want to get into? Anything you want to talk about? 'Cause I think we pretty much covered
we
everything.
covered
I
a
had.
lot.
Yeah.
You know, that'll be it for this one.
Cool.
You know, we'll be back with Dead Link.
Beautiful. We're gonna do the whole Dead Link interview
Oh,
at some
yeah.
point, whenever we can get all of you in one place at one time. Well, it was a pleasure, man.
Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome, buddy.